I guess we now know kind of where we're going with everything, where we're going with the business. We've got a clear vision, clear strategy, um, and you know we've got confidence to do it. So I have more than 50% of my time now is spent working on the business rather than actually in it, working on day-to-day client work. So that's enabled me to sort of grow things even quicker. So quite a lot of sort of subtle ways, I guess, AVN's helped with. Yeah, so we're only a small practice at the moment. We've only really been going since I started as a sole practitioner, bought a practice about 3 years ago, added on about 100 clients from that. So since then, since sort of the end of 2017, we've really sort of got going. So we've got about 7 in the team now, about 170, 180 clients. So they range from some of the smaller businesses, but we're really looking at the entrepreneurial, so £500,000 turnover businesses. And we've got a good handful now of multi-million-pound turnover clients, which is what we're trying to target, the sort of entrepreneurial growing businesses. So we've got a great team of majority are qualified, which helps. So yeah, it's a small business, but you know we're growing steadily. Before joining AVN, I guess the business was just sort of taking off, just getting going. I was working from home on my own, and it's tough when you're doing that because you've got to make all the decisions. You don't have anyone to sort of bounce stuff off. And as I said, in 2017, I bought a practice. We came with a couple of members of staff with over 100 clients. So that was really the point when things were starting to take off, starting to build. So there was a lot of challenges with that. I kind of had some ideas of how things should go and how it should look like, but not really a good plan of how to achieve that or where to concentrate on, you know, what to concentrate on first. There was no sort of clarity, I guess, behind, you know, where I could see the business going. Before joining AVM, pricing was I knew something had to be done about it. I knew we weren't charging enough for things. That was clear. But I guess we didn't have the confidence to say to some of those clients, look, you know, this is what you should be paying us for the service you need. We just didn't have the confidence to do it. And even with new clients, you know, we wanted to take new clients on, and it was still a case of let's just get the clients in. Let's not worry. You know, let's get them in for the fee that they feel comfortable with. They were just a small owner-managed businesses, so you know they would, you know, with perhaps one or two members of staff, you know, real small businesses who it weren't really looking to grow. It was just a job really wrapped up in a company. So not the kind of clients we were looking for. But then again, we didn't have the confidence to go after the bigger clients or know how to pitch ourselves. So I guess at the time that's all we were capable of bringing in really. But we knew we didn't want to work long term with these kind of clients. So it was all wrong. We kind of knew it, but we just needed that help to sort of springboard us to get the pricing nailed. So before it was just all over the place, no consistency. So we joined AVN about the middle of 2019. So I think prior to that, I was sort of sniffing around working with someone to try and help us because, you know, I connected with a lot of people online. I read a lot of books from different sources, and everything I read, I thought, yeah, this is all making sense. This is what I need to do. But I need someone to hold me accountable to it and for a bit more detail on to how to build a strategy for us that will work. So I'd heard of it. AVN was the sort of the group I'd heard of for a lot longer than all the others. I knew it had been around for a long time. A few people mentioned it as well to me, is why don't you have a look at AVN? So you know, that was kind of what led me to sort of getting in touch with AVN. I suppose the concerns were kind of, I know this is what I've got to do, but you know, is it the right one for me? Can I afford it? You know, that was I suppose my biggest concern. So I decided to go ahead with AVN because I thought, well, what's the worst that can happen? I can only come away with some great ideas, even if, you know, it doesn't work long term, I'll have some great ideas I can implement. But I really wanted to grow the business and needed the support. And as I mentioned, AVN were a long-standing business that I thought, well, specifically for accountants, I'd heard a lot about them for a while. So that gave me some reassurance, some comfort that, you could really help us. I mean, straight away, really, we had a lot of benefits. I think we started off on the clarity part of the process. And one of the first things was get your clients onto direct debit, sort your fees out, sort your pricing out, and get everyone on direct debit. And we did. We started that process, and immediately you can see the benefits because the cash is coming in. So before that, we were struggling to pay wages each month, and I'd get to the end of the month and think, I'm not even sure I can pay everyone. A couple of times I had to say, can I pay in the afternoon, because I had to get some money from elsewhere. So it was a real headache, and you needed people to build a business. So since joining AVN, all our wages are covered. Our wage bill is covered now each month from direct debits from clients, which is great. That's one major headache taken away. And that's only going to build more and more of those legacy clients we get onto direct debit. So that was an easy win, I guess, right from the start, which AVN helped us with. And I think just from an emotional sort of side of things, just the confidence. I think a lot of this is just down to having the confidence to do these things, have the conversations, know how to word things to clients, how to pitch yourself. And it sounds simple, but sometimes you just need someone to tell you how to do it and how to have a process to do these things. So that's given us more confidence with existing clients and getting new clients as well. And I think that's had a spill-on effect onto the team as well. So once I've got the confidence, AVN then helped me to give the confidence to the team, be more reliant on the team, and to sort of step back a bit. So I have more than 50% of my time now is spent working on the business rather than actually in it, working on day-to-day client work. So that's enabled me to sort of grow things even quicker. So quite a lot of sort of subtle ways, I guess, AVN's helped with. Yeah. So the support we got from AVN, I think just having the practice growth expert that was assigned to us was a huge help. Just having another person there to lean on, just ask the silly questions, ask, well, how do I go about doing this? And helping, and it really helps us sort of keep things in perspective. So, if I was sort of, going off on one and thought, oh, this is rubbish what I'm doing, they'll help bring it all back in line and sort of say, well, actually look at the things you have achieved so far, and just help sort of, keep me on track, I guess, really. And also coming up with just great ideas. I've got a notepad just full of ideas that we've had from calls, which I've just not had a chance to implement yet, but they're all, we are going to be implementing them gradually. But so that's been absolutely fantastic. And think, just things that I never would have come up myself. It's just been that's been, I think, the most helpful sort of part is the hand holding. I mean, also the resources on the AVN tools. I mean, we've just scratched the surface. We've hardly used, a lot of the tools, but what we have used has been brilliant. Like the benchmarking, it just enables us to have open up conversations with clients on things which we perhaps wouldn't have thought about before. So the tools have been great, and just having the whole sort of network of people, the other accountants who are involved with AVN, just having them, it's like this whole sort of group of people who just want to help each other and help the clients. So it's just a great support network. Yeah. So if someone's considering AVN, I'd say have a chat with me. I've been there. I've felt like a lot of other accountants, perhaps a bit maybe hesitant, but accountants really need this kind of support. It's a bit of a no-brainer. I mean, I'd recommend anyone joins AVN. Really, it's just a great network, a support of like-minded people who can really help each other.